Hello, this is Babylonian Hebrew, and I'm back after quite a hiatus. Well, I've had a few streams since my return, but I'm here with another person who's been on a bit of a hiatus themselves, or more aptly, accomplishing things in their own personal life, progressing forwards on their personal and spiritual journey, Mr. Adam Wallace. He'll be joining me in a minute or two. You might be wondering why there are three blue lions in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. The reason for that is that I'm having a small amount of technical difficulties at the moment due to my laptop being repaired. So welcome, Adam.
Hello,
It's been a moment.
it should be working now. Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed I can. I'm just going to quickly run and grab a slightly better headset, but in the
I'm sure you
meantime,
will.
why
That's
don't
fine.
you why don't you let everyone know how you've been doing over the
I
course of
don't
the
think
past?
anyone's up, mate. It's too early because you're up so damn early. All the other Americans, then you're on the east side, so it might be a case of no one's going to watch until it's uploaded, but that's fine.
That's true, but I know
I
that
can,
I've
we
quite
can,
a I, I've
I'll
quite, I have
wait for
quite
you
a
to
good
come.
few followers in the Middle East, Europe, and Asia. So
Yeah.
they'll
Well,
be
wait.
catching the stream.
I'll, yeah, I'll wait for whatever.
So anyway, uh, I don't know. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Well, you and I caught up
Generally
yesterday,
speaking,
didn't
yeah,
we?
we caught up a bit,
We
but
kind of spoke on the whole day, considering my fucking awful tech problems.
hmm.
Um, and yeah, so we kind of exercised all of that. But did you in the stream you did? When was it? Last week or so? No, it was last month. Did you go through kind of your absence a little bit?
Just slightly. I mean, there's so much of it to really go through. Largely, it's sort of work and familial issues of several varieties.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I've had a bit of time for my own journey, and really, I guess, long story short, is what I intend to do is I intend to, just move closer and closer towards my final steps of self repatriation and setting up shop in Israel effectively.
yeah.
But as for now, I'm currently just staying with some of my family here in New York City because someone in my family's fallen ill. So
Hmm.
that's always good to be here for your family as they are here for you.
Of course. Yeah, we were
So
talking about that, weren't we? About ancestry.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah, indeed. I mean, I was just remarking, sort of, it is it's almost inconceivable how much we owe to our ancestors and how much they work to sort of bring you here to where you are presently on this very day. Don't
yeah,
forget to give thanks. Daily reminder.
yeah. Well, I suppose I should kind of give a recap of what I've been up to. So
Hit the highlight.
after kind of disbanding everything earlier this year, I just kind of retreated back to home life and general things here with family, as well as kind of trimming down my social sphere to quite a few people, a small number of people, trying to focus on quality over quantity. Um, not to not to dismiss anyone who I spoke to previously or who I was acquainted with, but it's just a matter of just focusing on essentials, which is what I wanted to do because I kind of, as I think I've made clear through various channels, and I know there is some like confusion about this, about why I ended the podcast, why I ended WCR, and so on. The primary reason for me was that there was no reason to continue doing those things. I was gaining nothing from them. Um, those things for me really were a personal and intersocial kind of adventure. They weren't precisely ideological. That was secondary to the fact because I began those things when I began the podcast when I was like 17, 18, and at a very kind of rough point. And so all of those endeavors and the kind of energy there was correlate to my own personal well-being, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, and so on. And so naturally, after a period of time whereby I had done everything in those kinds of arenas whereby I felt like, where everything I felt like I could do, it was time to do something different and to move on. And I still think that's the case. I figured I would do something with Ed today, and maybe, I don't know, moving up to Christmas. And also, I'm probably going to do one stream nearer to Christmas on my channel, just really for old time's sake. But it's not going to be anything extremely formal or serious or whatever. But it will be a one-off. I'm not going to be returning to all these things.
Don't get used to it.
My view, yeah,
Treasure
well,
it while it lasts.
Yeah, my views are somewhat are really the same in a certain way, but I have changed my fundamental outlook considerably since 9, 10, 11 months ago.
Yeah. Could you repeat that? Could you repeat that last sentence just because your internet probably
Yeah, so
cut out?
my views of